Okay, so Future Stars is here and the Academy Evo's here. Now, I needed a minute or two just to kind of get my head around what's going on. You do get a player pick. Head into the store once you get on console. There'll be a player pick with 15 players to choose from. Once you've chose your player, you can head over to Evolutions. There will be an Academy Future Star section. If you've already seen the players, it's pretty obvious who I've taken. It is Ethan Nwaneri. So I'm going to try my best to explain how this is going to work. I'm pretty certain it's going to be something similar to the Team of the Year Evo Star, the Team of the Year Centre Back one where we had like 6 different Evos releasing. Because as you can see, methodical midfielder, max 80 rated. Defender, max 80. Attacker, max 80. So there's no way I can chain Nwaneri into all of these. But I'm pretty certain I've figured out how this works. For cheap and fast EAFC 25 Ultimate Team Coins, head over to MMOEXP.com, link in the description, and make sure to use my code Morsey at checkout to save yourself 5% off your order. Okay, so say for example we put Nwaneri into Aspiring Attacker. As you can see the boost we get, play 5 matches, you can literally do this with a friend in friendlies. He's 3-star, no skill, he's got 3-star, yeah? No playstyle plus, not a single playstyle, but a ton of crazy rolls. Interesting. So already confusing, right? You've only got one player, but there's multiple evolutions. So I'm assuming we're going to get the player pick a couple more times, 3 in total, and we're able to start one, ideally a defender, 1 midfielder, 1 attacker. I don't know if that's going to be a new selection of players or not. So I don't know why they've done this, in all fairness. Ideally, you should have done it probably the same as last year, where we get the pack with everything coming out. But if we head over to objectives, Future Stars Academy Scout Report. Essentially, if you play games with Future Star player, including your Academy Evo, you can unlock things such as skill moves, 4-star, weak foot, 4-star. These are little tokens you can add here. And 8 of 15 base playstyles pick, which is pretty crazy. So, as far as I'm aware, you can pick the base playstyles for this evolution, which is pretty sick. Like, let's think of the meta. Quick step, rapid, maybe a finesse. I believe there's going to be a playstyle plus player pick as well, or you're going to get playstyle pluses. So maybe keep that in mind here. Maybe pick good, like base trickster, for example, could be a good one. But that's something which is interesting, and this is literally done in objectives, back in and out of Ultimate Team to be able to see this yourself, guys. So I'm assuming what they're going to be doing is releasing different objectives throughout Future Stars, hopefully daily, where we can upgrade our players. I mean, that's the only logical step here by the looks of it. There are other objectives in here for Deep Line Playmaker and 4-star Weak Foot, but they're not, I believe, not linked to the Academy players. And in honesty, EA haven't done a really good job at basically letting us know how this is going to work. But obviously, Nwaneri for me, #1 heavy hitter. Let me quickly go to foot.gg and we'll run through all the players that are eligible in this player pick for now. I'll update you guys as soon as I get any more information whilst we're doing this. So Aspiring Attacker, the headliner, Ethan. Hands down, massive Arsenal fan. It had to be done. I only, in all honesty, recognise a few players here, which might show my ball knowledge, but obviously Lewis Hall, Newcastle. We got Simeone. Who else do we recognise? Vermeeren had a decent Evo. I'm pretty certain one of the lads in the Discord had an Evo, this lad. And Mark Gui. Pretty certain that's how you pronounce it. Van Bommel, I wonder if he is related to, is it Barca, ex-Barca lad, Van Bommel? Very potentially. Both Dutch, but I'm sure it's a pretty common name. So, these are the players we've been given. I don't know how I feel about it. Obviously, I've hit the jackpot being an Arsenal fan. I'm dreaming. But the rest of the options here, you guys, you have to let me know your opinions down below. Like, looking at some of these cards, obviously there's a variety. Strikers, a few midfielders, a fair few fullbacks, centre-backs, etc. In all honesty, Pisili looks pretty decent here. Could work quite nicely. But one thing we don't know as well, but they've given us this player pick early doors, we don't know what the finished product is going to look like. We don't know how they're going to get upgrades. There's no real explanation for this, which is massively frustrating. But take a look at the cards, like just all in all, as an 84 rated. You can do the objectives, as I said, which over here, which get the 4-star weak foot. Of course, the base playstyles, the 4-star skill moves. But as I'm pretty certain, there's not a single way to get any more upgrades yet. So we're basically picking these players, chucking them to 84 rated, and then just kind of you know, going through the motion. Like, I don't really know what the best idea here is. I feel like you kind of want to maybe hang fire a little bit. Maybe not commit to your players quite yet. Like, if I head over to EA on Twitter, I'll have a little look and show you what their tweet is so we can get a little idea. Essentially, these cards can become icons, okay? That's essentially how it's going to work, which is pretty crazy. From Wonder Kid to Icon, head into Football Ultimate Team and FC25 and choose one of 15 rising stars that enter into the Future Star Academy. They're not showing us the boosts. They're not showing us how this works. So, not really ideal, right? As I said, I assume it's going to be similar to the Team of the Year Evo Star, where we do get objectives or ways to unlock potential tokens for these Evos, and that's how we're going to build them up. But if I head back to Evolutions and go back to Future Stars Academy, yeah, there's only these 3 here, but the fact that it says Methodical Midfielder 1 fills me with confidence. So maybe it's going to be a daily thing. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll have Methodic Midfielder number 2. Dynamic Defender number 2, etc, etc. So if you jump the gun, you picked a player like me, being one airy, I probably would not be starting any of these quite yet. I would just be waiting, because realistically, you don't know the best route to go down. Like, honestly, it could be big enough, this Evo, that you turn one airy into like a Hullet Gang cam, box-to-box centre mid. Like, we just don't know at this stage. So there's no point really committing as of yet. Like, with the attacker, obviously we're getting decent stats across the board here, minus the passing and defending. If you look at the midfielder one, we're getting boosted basically every single stat, right? So you're getting a boost across the board, but the stat boosts aren't as big as the out-and-out attacker. It's very minor. I just don't know. I just think it's a weird route to go down for EA. And I don't know why they've done this. They've just basically confused us all. Because last year we logged on, we had a pack, we selected a certain amount of players, and it was go time. We were locked and loaded. We were absolutely dreaming. You had, like, I think 10 players to pick from for defenders, for midfielders, for attackers. And then that's essentially how we worked it out. Now you've got to pick one of 15, which is mad. Like, one of 15 is crazy, because we don't know how good they're going to be. And the fact that that player pick has to be open before you open packs as well. So you're basically forced to make the selection. I think it's pretty crazy. And is the selection what you guys are after? Hopefully, EA deliver in other evolutions throughout Future Stars, because usually it's a good promo. Usually we get good evolutions, or at least the Evos are like the main center of hype on my side. Obviously we get good SBCs and icons, players and packs, but Evos are my favorite things. So EA need to make sure they're absolutely juicing that. I'll quickly run through the other options here. Dynamic Defender, just to get a little look at some of the other cards, see how they're starting to form. Like Lewis Hall is going to be a crazy option. Once we figure out how Playstyle Pluses work, that'll be a positive. Because if you could pick the Playstyle Pluses like you can with the base playstyles, we'll be flying, right? For example, if you pick Lewis Hall, give him like a jockey, a rapid, or quick step. Crazy combination. Waneri, finesse shot, quick step. Like, you can just go pure solid meta. Or are EA going to basically decide that for us? But Hall's going to be great, obviously, if you want a defender. This lad looks pretty stacked as well. He's got the physical in his back pocket, so he could be one to consider. Pisili, pretty certain that's how you say his name, has some serious potential in regards to like box-to-box centre mids. He's probably going to be a standout when it comes to that kind of position. We'll look at the midfielder Eva real quick, and then I'm basically going to end this here, guys. Just a little update on where we're at. If you're confused, hopefully I've cleared something up. I will obviously update as we go, like I've done with other Evos, like the Team of the Evo Star in the past. I will update as we go and find out more information if we get new Evos tomorrow. But for now, honestly, pick your player. You can kind of get an idea who to go for, I guess, or I hope. By looking at the actual evolution section, we're going to get another player pick, at least 2 more, because these are max 80s. So that'll make more sense to me. So expect, if you go for maybe 1 attacker, 1 midfielder, 1 defender, it's probably the best way to go about it. So maybe pick your player. If you don't want to open packs yet, and you're happy to keep the player pick for now, that's probably the best way to go around it until we find out a little bit more information. But let me know what you think of this. I'm a little bit confused. I'm a little bit disappointed. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know how this works. Of course, more information will come. But should EA have stuck to the basics with it? I definitely think so. So a bit of a confusing video. Hopefully I've helped you in some way or another. However, we shall see how this goes. All I know is that we're going to get Icon Chemistry at the end and hopefully a crazy looking card. Let me know what you think down below. Disappointed or hopeful? Let me know in the comment section, guys. I'll be back with some more player views later, so I'll catch you.